What up guys, Jordan here, and you use the hashtag AskCOL on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and all that fun stuff, and now I'm here to answer your questions. We chose the ones we like the most, and the ones who ask stupid questions, shame on you. Now let's get into it, guys. All right, so the first question comes from Reddit, user I don't need a name. He said, did playing with mouse sports spark your interest for getting back into the competitive scene? Is that experience something that pushed you back into playing with complexity? Yeah, a little bit. I think I had a lot of fun playing with mouse. I think it was cool for me to see that I could still hang even though I wasn't like training or playing a lot to be prepped for that. So it's going to be exciting to play with complexity, to have some practice, and it was nice how open complexity was to letting me sub in for these couple months, whether or not we continue after this, which there's a possibility. But yeah, something that for sure reminded me, hey, I like playing, and I'm still able to do it, and it's going to be fun to. It already has been fun practicing with the COO guys. So Theta2K from Twitter asked, how does it feel to be competing in a major again? What was your reaction when Cole asked you to stand in? So my reaction at first was kind of like had it been with other teams asking me, which was, do you want to do this? Are you ready to like practice? Like if it's for one event, you don't have to think about it as much, right? For a couple months though, of like changing what my schedule has been, I had to think about it a little, but I got a little bit excited to work with like Warden again and play in the major. First and foremost, I hadn't been asked to ring at a major. Other teams had asked me to ring in the qualifiers, so this was the first time where I had the chance of playing in this major. And so yeah, it excited me when I finally started thinking about it, and that's what kind of actually helped push my decision through. Ibrahim Malouk from Twitter says, how's the new team? Have you been starting to practice with your new teammates? So yep, I'm here in Dallas, we're practicing right now. Warden hasn't been making it easy on us in terms of scrim opponents. We've been playing like Liquid, Energy, Ghost the whole time, which are probably the best other NA teams right now. So super excited there. I mean, I think it's going pretty well. I think like playing against Liquid was like awesome because they're so good right now that, you know, being able to like take a little from them in these scrims has been good. We've played them a lot and it's been tough, but we are playing really well versus the teams we should be beating. So that's a good sign. I think there's a lot to go over in changing spots, but other than that, like I said, the good thing is like, it seems very mature and professional in the team, which is a good sign. You know, you don't always get that surprisingly these days. King Monsta from Twitter asked, what are your thoughts on Complexity's new facilities and being right next door to America's team? Man, so today I went and had lunch over at like the Cowboys training facility in the Star, they call it, and it was pretty epic. Like, and I also got to see the construction of Complexity's new like headquarters. I don't know how much I could say here, but it's pretty epic. You guys are gonna love like the public area they have, and then the area that's private for the players is super epic, and some kind of like cutting edge stuff going on there. So it's really cool to see them raising their stock in the scene and being an org that could provide anything any level team would want. So, and yeah, Jerry Jones does not spare any expense. AkOKJ from Twitter, sorry brother, don't know how to say your name, but he asked, what is your favorite Cole moment from the past? My personal moment when I was on the organization might have been like getting out of groups at Katowice Major and like knocking some of the French teams out, and with the old lineup of Sean and like Corey, Semphis and those guys, so that was a lot of fun. Whoppers715 from Reddit. Have you ever considered becoming a coach after you finish your time with Complexity? Like considered it maybe, but not seriously to the point where I was like, I want to just be watching CS all day and telling people how to play. Maybe down the line, that was one of those things where it's like, I almost thought about creating my own organization. Well, I definitely have thought about it. And I was like, in that sense, I would be very, like maybe a philosophical coach of a team and maybe still have them have a coach, but in a sense of like making sure if we had inexperienced players, they knew that how to focus on the game, not just from their intuition standpoint, but how to actually have good fundamentals and focus on what to do in the round. So I've thought about it, as you could tell, but I'm not ready to just be sitting back yet. Zach from Instagram said, was it more physically or emotionally draining to get where you are right now? Probably emotionally, aside from 2015 when I kind of got a repetitive strain injury in my forearms just from gaming, and like I think my like diet was probably bad. I was trying to start working out with Freakazoid and the boys, of course. He had me doing all these chest and upper body workouts, you know, trying to get all swole. And then I'm sitting there playing CS all day after that and stuff. So other than that, mostly emotional. I mean, it's kind of like putting a band together or something, but where you don't always have a manager, a mediator. You're dealing with a lot of different personalities, and that's probably one of the biggest skill sets I've gotten from being on a Counter-Strike team. Is just learning how to talk to people and deal with different teams from different perspectives. So definitely more emotional. Colin Both from Instagram said, pineapple on pizza, question mark? Nah, man, I mean, my brother used to do it. I don't hate on people who do it, but it's just not my thing. Chris Hansen 704 from Reddit, Dateline, NBC guy here. How do I balance social life and practice? Is that what it is though, actually?
Yes, I'm Chris Hansen.
I'm Chris Hansen. How do I balance social life and practice enough to get good at CS at the same time? Is it possible? Well, first of all, you have to, your life and your schedule is very specific to you. I'm not gonna be able to give you the perfect advice on this. The one thing I'll be honest with is the word balance is weird because you actually need a pretty big imbalance to get very good at something, right? You're gonna probably either stay up late, get up early, spend extra hours, avoid friend hangouts, and honestly, you'll know the answer. If you feel your skill is really high, but you're not putting in the work to make better decisions, you're gonna feel that and notice that. You just need to put in that work. So rather than try to quantify a specific number, it's all about putting in that work and feeling like you're doing it justice. You can't just have some minimalistic 1 hour here and there schedule and go pro unless you're extremely, extremely talented. So yeah, it's something you're gonna have to figure out and make sure you have your priorities in place. Caution from Twitter asks, what would you give up? Your favorite food or not being able to use skins in-game? I don't care about skins. Throw me to vanilla skins. I prefer my food over skins all day. The Siege96 from Twitter said, have you ever had teammates strats/ideas clash? How do you go about trying to work it out? All the time, and I think it's actually really important. You want multiple perspectives on your strats, but you can't have immaturity and you have pride in your strat just because it's your strat. You have to look at the pros and cons. You have to be able to weigh things out. Why is this route bad? And you also have to know, just because the strat didn't work, why didn't it work? Did we miss our frags? Yeah, okay, well we need to try it again and see what happens when we get the kills that we're supposed to get. How likely are those kills, right? So if you have ideas that clash, that's great. It creates more conversation. You want those combos. If you suggest something and your teammates shit on you and you don't try it, that's a different dynamic and different level of respect that you need to deal with. But either way, you should be trying things constantly. And if you bring an idea to the table and it gets explained to you and shut down, you need to understand if that's a good reason. Oh, I didn't think of that. We don't need to try that, I'll pull back. You don't want to just try stuff because you had an idea. Well, Tommy got to try his strats all yesterday. Well, did you come up with a good idea? Did you talk to the team about it? So you just gotta kind of take your ego aside and be ready to talk things out. Sean Sasser from Instagram said, what is your favorite map? My favorite map? Maybe Train. I think I like Train. It seems very claustrophobic from a T-side perspective, but there's a lot of openings with timings if you know how to play it. Ziomo CSGO from Twitter, whose laugh is better, Shaz or Sam? I have to give it to Shaz, man. His is pretty contagious. Probably second to his would be Sean Garr's, I remember in the scene. Totally Not Circular from Instagram. How often do you get the time to binge shows in between huge events and travel, quality time with the fam, streaming, just playing? Also, thoughts on normal chairs after sitting on esports chairs for years. Man, so I love like kind of escapism in a show sense. So I'll definitely like binge. That's normally the format comes in because I have like a Saturday or a random night time and watch like 4 or 5 episodes, catch up on like some old anime, or I was watching a Marvel series the other day. Like I loved Daredevil and Punisher Raw. Some new Punishers coming out soon. And then normal chairs, yeah, man, not to hate on any particular company, but I bought a Herman Miller Aeron at home, and that's definitely the most comfortable chair I've ever used for gaming. So definitely respect the real ergonomics there, but no hate on the other chairs. I know you guys are just doing your thing. So Jack Sa from Twitter said, favorite game after CS? You know, I love playing like NHL on PS4, but like PC games, I loved the Half-Life series, beating those back in the days. Nowadays, lately I've been playing PUBG and Call of Duty. PUBG is probably one of my favorites to play for fun right now with friends right now. Sorry, Fortnite people. Last question here. Ben the Ninja from Reddit. How do I get that thick ass like yours? Can you give me your butt routine? Dude, I used to play ice hockey, sprints. So I used to do like sprint type stuff on it. I wouldn't say I'm that thick anymore, but get out there, do some sprints, more so than just running long distances. Cardio can actually like just make you lose a lot of weight, but if you do sprints and like squats and deadlifts and stuff like that, I don't do much of those anymore, but gotta get back into the squats at least, so yeah, good luck with that. All right guys, thanks for watching. That was my first AMA with the Complexity family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and look out for future videos on this channel.